Uzan. Sharp, deep.
He caught the air ball and put it in. Uzan. Short.
Drive and kick. There's Sharp.
Can't argue with it, I guess. Sharp found his spot.
Jeez, this kid's gonna be special.
Sharp hit.
Three around and out, and Tugler claims it. Houston can push tempo. High dribble, Uzan. Sharp.
There's a Virginia for Tony Bennett, so you know he's got the defensive chops.
Flemings. Good ball moving. Sharp will try.
Sharp, step back three. High arcing.
Emanuel Sharp.
We're going to have to see that one again. Sharp, meanwhile.
An air ball from the newcomer, the German Helterhoff. That ball just slipped right out of his hands. Sharp from the contour.
Clean up the whole thing. It's the first field goal for Amen in this ball game. Inside of 5 minutes, that went off the knee of Akpara. Uzan, how about that pass? And an extra one to Sharp. Shot clock at 5. Deep three.
10 to shoot. Houston pushed all the way out to the midline. Good help here. Uzan on Eagle stab. Sharp up top.
Sharp.
Kingston Flemings. Uzan with the handoff. 8 on the shot clock for Flemings. Step back, Emanuel Sharp.
Quit on their help side. You beat one defender, you got to beat another.
Well, they know if there is quit, they're going to be on the bench by Kelvin Sampson. He doesn't stand.
Horizon League's leading returning scorer.
No look past Kingston Flemings.
I say this often when I call Houston games. I remember when they left the American and everybody said, hey, you know what?
Dots. So when you see 16 assists on 25 made field goals.
From there.
In the corner, Sharp's three. Won't go. Good bat out by Flemings. Sharp will try again. Got an open look.
Milos Uzan. Emanuel Sharp.
Step back. Uzan, pull up Jay, no good. Fresh 20, Sharp for...
You called those games. Your thoughts? Hard to disagree. Indiana has been rolling. It is a special year, but they are a little undersized up front against that Miami D line. That is the matter.
Well, he's a bouncy athlete and a really good offensive rebound. A great second jump.
They have one guy in this year. They don't lose many guys at all. Sharp!
Sharp again. Yes, sir.
He'll make a move. Stojakovic in the way. A floater on the fly. Nice rebound. Pulled down there by Sinek. It's a three.
Be prepared for the culture here. Uzan back to Sharp.
Didn't bounce till he got to his feet. Sharp pulled.
The middle of December is awful early to be able to communicate and switch defenses.
Into the corner, three-pointer. Won't go from Serta as we cross the 8-minute mark in his first half. Flemings outside. This is Sharp. That's a long.
Cardino. Houston's been on the offensive glass. They've got 3. Uzan can't cash, and this has been a 2 for 13 start. Now Sharp.
Sharp. Straight on.
Yes! Long range, top of the arc, way off. Johnson's had a couple bad misses. Flemings will push, head on a swivel. There's Sharp. Big to big. There's Gillespie. No. Missed it at the rim. Uzan leads the break. Sharp from deep.
Defensively.
Sharp catch and choose.
Texas A&M is going to affect Houston, with Houston having one of the shortest benches
in college. Only 2 players coming off.
He was talking about, look, we'll talk a lot about who they've played so far.
Great efficiency. They're shooting 67% against this Houston Cougars defense early.
At times in the mid-range, he'll just stop, and you think he's going to go right up. He'll let you fly by. Sharp.
Sharp, he's really feeling it. That one from way. Florida State heating up. Sharp, his counter is Sharp. Hennepin tried to draw an offensive foul there. The ball's grabbed by Sacco. Flemings, Sharp, 3. Yeah.
Dale Hartwell, of course, can run that as well, but man, an embarrassment of riches with him coming back. Same thing.
Far by the Utes. One thing, Houston, as good as their defense is, they don't have a great rim protector, shot blocker on this team. Missed a little bit of that Juwan Roberts from a year ago.
Sharp! Everybody's loved him for 3 years, but last few games he's averaging 6 points, 4 rebounds, and he's got to be more productive for this team that really have a chance to go deep.
Sharp 3.
A 5-star phenom. It could take a year or 2 before they're ready.
Lowers the shoulder, missed the layup, but grabs the miss. Sharp.
So many times on this court. All-time leader in three-pointers.
See you in the second 12. Quiet tonight. Flooding's inside. Ricochets and back on top. McCarty. Sharp. Locked and loaded.
They force close to 16 turnovers. Their turnover margin is one of the best in the country. Sharp.
There. Second leading scorer in the Big West last year, 20 points per game. Sharp.
Had 10 blocks all year before this one. 2 in the early minutes. NBA range.
Look through the cracks.
Well, and players can also continue to get better. I think that's really a big point. Who you are when you're...
Uzan finds Sharp. How about
this team? You get an open shot, you have to take it against this Houston defense.
He's part of the reason, one of the signs this team is getting.
Make a smart play. That's not one of them.
stolen away? 2-on-1. Sharp. Step back 3. Go! Uzan kick out. Sharp. Sharp from deep. Okay. Okay. I won't call you a psychopath, but
I was waiting for it.
Closing in on 90 seconds. We got a 5-point game. Sharp will try.
It's been really effective for Arizona. Some room for Sharp.
He's in. Finds Sharp. Catch and shoot.
10. Bidunga blocked by Tugler.
What a recovery by JoJo Tugler.
And then a 3.
Mind it. You want him to be aggressive, but it's okay to slow it down a little bit and kind of get into your rhythm.
This time, that was near midcourt. Uzan navigates, meanders, baseline. Back on the floor after missing 2 games to injury, leaves it short. There's Uzan for the Cougars. And the first foul on JoJo Tugler, their starting 5. Freshman Flemings whips it around to Sharp.
Now West Virginia's within 11. They opened 1 for 10 from 3. There's 6 for their last 9.
Sharp, step back. Tugler, what a hustle play. Big time. Houston had an advantage. Extra passing. Sharp 3. Trying to make it another win. 21-2. Third-ranked team in the country. Emanuel Sharp.
Missing bunnies. You're getting sped up. Can you put together 2 productive offensive sequences? Let your defense do the rest of the work.
Sharp. Return pass. Jackson.
And it's brought down by Sinak. Less than 2 minutes to go. Sharp will try a 3.
Nike team take over one of the best AAU teams in the country, according to Pat Scarrett. Uzan. Sinak hands off for Sharp. Sharp, a deep 3.
Sinak, short corner. Tugler rebound. Kick out for Uzan. Here comes Sharp.
The tie. Blocked by Tugler.
4-on-4. Those two guys trailing the play. Sharp three.
Here Wells missed it with the left hand. Harwell rebounds.
Ooh, Lava's going to be open.
And what has been a ragged start for the Fighting Irish. Sharp from deep.
And if you're Houston on this side, the ball has to be in Sharp or Uzan's hands.
How about Sharp?
Yes. Over here. Houston's on a 13-1 run over the last 4 minutes. Sharp's too open. Are you kidding? A three here for Baylor. That is off. And you're talking about a guy, 5 stars next to his name, chose Houston over Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Baylor, Kentucky, Louisville, and
Abbey came up woefully short. Yeah, good look. That's a three.
Sharp catching bounce pass. Sinak. Kick out Uzan. Sharp will fire.
Shots. He's got a chance to run them down.
The only good news is none of them's been a live ball.
Well, that's an excellent thought. Nice ball movement.
Into the corner shot.
Back to Houston before the season ends. That's how much he learns from Coach Sampson.
This is Uzan on a three short. Into the corner, Sharp.
To keep off the floor is doing a lot of things well.
He's the guy you got to make him put it on the deck. Flemings again. The range of Sharp.
Puts it on the floor. And Tugler missed the easy one right at the rim, but an offensive rebound. And Steam comes. He'll be back.
Houston was so good offensively in the first 15 minutes of this game. They took advantage of all those steals and were knocking out transition threes. They hadn't been great in the half court either.
Sharp. 5th time in the last 9 Houston games. Sharp.
Snack, Flemings, Sharp, three, answer. Those are your 2 seniors. Count on. Sharp has been hitting shots.
3 straight starts for Petty. He's been instant offense tonight. Sharp.
Rebounds. Flemings.